feedback for another episode. We really need to stop saying we're not going to be doing the episode. But in order to this particular topic today is not a panel appropriate topic because we don't intend to hurt anyone or, want any type of confrontation, but it is very important to us, so we made it a priority to make it a recorded video so that you can watch it at your own pace and you can title a conversation order if you ever needed to for whatever reason. Today's topic is going to be ending with dignity when it comes to caregiving. So when do you know it is time to say we need to get external support or we need to use mobility aid to help my adult child with whatever disability in order to be more poorly with their best life so that we don't intentionally, and I use that word very lightly, so we don't accidentally intentionally hurt them when we are transferring them or doing things of that nature. So we hope this video is helpful when deciding what is the best thing for you to do when it comes to aiding with dignity and caregiving. I'm going to let Shannon share her experience as to why we came up with this topic, and then we will go into what from a two-adult cerebral palsy perspective, what you might be able to do or how you might be able to have those conversations.
Hi, I'm Shannon. As most of you know me, the reason why Anna and I decided to have this topic discussed is because my mom recently was taking me to the restroom and I didn't get on the toilet, and so instead of my mom trying to stand me back up to get me onto the toilet, she very gently put me on the floor. But I have to mention that I am in a wheelchair and my wheelchair wasn't close enough to the toilet. So that is why my mom had to place me on the floor. And when my mom placed me on the floor, she did it very gently. But she had me crawl from the bathroom to her bedroom, and in the process of crawling, I heard a pop on the left side of my rib, right underneath my left breast. And because of that, we want to make sure that that nothing was bruised or broken. So that's not the point of this. That's not the point of this podcast, to shame parents for doing what they did. It was an accident. We want this podcast to be an awareness of what can happen when older parents or older caregivers, whether they're your parents or not, taking care of your adult child.
Yep, and also a little bit of dignity with Hannah. Have you ever heard that saying? Like,
Yes.
I feel like when you are disabled, you take a lot of dignity with. For you, it was like it was hauling from the bathroom to your parents' bedroom because that's how you were gonna keep yourself safe, even though you might have a blue, rib or whatever, you still took that dignity with because, your mom like maybe did not mean for it to happen, did not mean for you to, definitely harm you, but and not harm you in other context. We're talking about that in disability context. Here.
Yes, we are talking about that in disability context.
Yeah, but that dignity risk. But how do you minimize the dignity risk? With an older caregiver. So we wanted to talk about that for a minute, so that you guys can start planning what needs to be planned for when you're dealing with a hired an adult hired in their late 20s, early 30s. So a couple things to note. I have a couple things that my parents do that help. If they work out, 4 days a week, with a home videos, my home video series that they send it on YouTube, and they miss weight, and they do my dad does boxing, a bit of skateboarding training, and my mom does weightlifting and all that, not like heavy weight or anything, but like the home weight. And they're also very much aware of their own body health. So they attend every doctor's appointment that they have, and they are very big on preventative care. So when they see something that's wrong, they don't wait. They go and get it, test out, and sometimes taken care of if they think it is going to promote their health in any way. So I think as a parent it's super important to do preventative care and workout routine. Especially Shannon and I, we hire a lot of mobility transport.
I don't know about Anna, but I require lifting everywhere I go. I am unable to walk. I require lifting everywhere I go, whether it's the restroom, bed, you name it, couch, whatever, wherever I want to go, I require lifting.
Yeah, I'm not like that, but like in the event I did or or something of that nature, or I was in a hurry from a toilet, like no or situation you want to be ready for, and most of the things happen to be my wheelchair and my walker, once you break it down.
Yeah.
Alright, here if parents can preventative health care and work out and continue to move from a young age, that's going to be beneficial for them. And what have your parents done, do you know?
My dad gets massages. My
Yeah.
because he owns his own business and he lifts a lot of heavy tools. So he gets and my mom puts lidocaine patches on his back for when his back is hurting. My mom puts lidocaine patches on his back.
Yeah, and it's completely okay if you're a parent watching this. It's completely okay to do my preventative health and preventative treatment and plan for those things. When I was younger, I saw my mom and dad planning for when I was older, and saying what are we gonna need to do so that so that we can continue aiding with dignity, and providing that support to Anna, no matter what. Did
Yeah.
you say that too, Shannon?
What?
Was your parents doing that too?
Yes.
Yeah.
And like Anna said about preventative care, if my dad feels there's something wrong, he he puts he has my mom put lidocaine patches on his back, or if my mom feels like there's something wrong, she rests for a couple days, and and my dad takes care of me. Vice versa. If my dad's struggling with back pain, my mom takes care of me. If my
Right.
dad is struggling with back pain or any pain whatsoever, vice versa, they each take turns taking care of me.
Right, and that is a good headway into, it's also okay to ask for external support, if you need to, by having those conversations, I just want 4 hours a day off, taking care of Anna or Shannon or whatever it may be. But it's really important to me that my parents have time off, have taken care of me, because I know it is they mess up, but having a disability is toxic on somebody's body, and I'm not talking about our body. I'm talking about our caregiver body.
Yes.
So I started having that conversation with them, but I put it into I want the independent. I didn't put it into so if you're a disabled individual having the conversation, I didn't put it in context oh, your body is falling apart, type of vibe. I put it into hey mom, hey dad, I want Davy independent. I want to move more often. I want to hang out with him, whatever it may be. I started putting that into context that they would understand that I wanted to be out of the house or even in the house without them. So I think that's a very, very good way to start that conversation. Shannon, have you started that conversation at
Yes.
all? And if so, how did you?
Yes, I have had that conversation, and I've just brought to their attention, Mom, Dad, I know you love me, and I appreciate all you've done, but I want some independence, whether, like Anna said, in the house, out of the house, and and so this incident doesn't happen again. I think we should think about ordering a Hoyer lift.
Oh, but, yep, but that topic I was going to say. We have mobility equipment for that reason. And
Yes,
I can't really talk to that, Shannon, you want to talk to the use of mobility equipment and why that might matter?
sure. The use of a Hoyer lift is so um our the parents don't, or the parents, caregivers, whatever, whatever it may be, doesn't have to physically lift you with their body. They can hook you up to a sling. They can wrap you in a sling. They can hook the sling up to this machine, and all they have to do is push a button, and it raises you up, and it can put you wherever you want to go, in your chair, the couch, the shower, wherever it may be. And the same when you're done with it. The same when you're done with it. They when you want to get back into somewhere, the same process is they hook you up, they push a button to lift it up, and they can put you back where you want to go.
And I don't think that I have had to use it, and I don't think it's embarrassing at all. To use mobility equipment. It doesn't, if you're a parent that thinks you can do it all, you can't do it all. And that's why people build equipment like that, so that you can be an independent adult, whether you're a paraplegic, quadriplegic, those are the people who got injured by an accident of some sort, and they use the equipment to help them at their home. They may not have their parents around or caregiver around, and that's completely okay to want to build out your home so that you have mobility equipment that works with you and not for you.
Mom and Dad, if you're watching this later, I love you. And it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to use mobility equipment. And I really think that because of what happened, I know it was an accident. I 1000% understand it was an accident, but I really think we need to think about getting a Hoyer lift. I know they're not covered by insurance, but we can at least look because
Well, they might be.
they might be. And
some of you, they might be.
for some of you, they might be covered. You'd have to call on the back of your insurance card to find out. But my mom thinks she's he woman. And Anna, do you know what he woman means?
Yeah.
She thinks she can do it all. Well, she's gonna be 61 tomorrow, and she can't do it all.
Right, and that's why Hannah and I are making the video, because we know that people, who think they can do it all and they can't. And have another caregiver standpoint, like outside of your parents, but if you don't build your home to work with what you have, mobility equipment wise, you are not going to find support staff that want to continue to work with you for the eternity of your hired or young adult life, or even adult life. Because, like, when you're taking care of hired, that's different. You know what I mean? That is different. They're young, they're not as heavy, they're not as hard to move, and that caregiver might be able to stay with you until you get to a certain age, like puberty or that certain high school age where the transfer bit harder. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you are a parent who may not be doing all the transferring at this time and you say, oh, I have support staff that do it, this is still a relevant topic because that support staff may not be able to aid with your child unless you build a home by putting a bath pail or a walk-in towel or a Hoyer or a bathroom, I don't know the right term, but the board that is in the bathroom, to help an individual stand up,
Yeah.
Yeah, and that that is almost a guaranteed living that the person would pay more at your support staff if you had the right tool in front of them. Don't you agree, Shannon?
I agree.
Yeah. because I heard that multiple, not my report, I have heard that other people report, you know, and I'm man, they're right. You know what I mean? May build your house so that your husband can aid with you and you can aid with the support that they've been used to rather than a high turnover rate.
Yes.
Is there anything else that we're missing? I feel like this episode is so good.
I feel like we've got everything.
I know. Do you feel like this episode is so good?
I feel like this episode will help a lot of caregivers, whether the caregiver is a family member or, in your case, external.
Yep. Or like, if you're important with trying to have this conversation with a family, I feel like this will also help with that too.
Yes.
You know, so we hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like it, make sure you make a comment, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Also, Shannon and I do monthly virtual panels. So if you are interested in talking to us in person, we have monthly virtual panels with the access down in the description below. They are on different topics each month, so you have to have the link to see what the topic is. And in March, we will be having different panels for adolescent parents and professionals in the field. So make sure you stay tuned for that if you haven't, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Bye, guys.